Talia and the gasping evil had narrowly escaped Tanos, but it was only a matter of time before the latter would track them down. It was therefore imperative that they reassemble the Gauntlet of Finitude in order to be able to face Tanos. By a stroke of luck, 3 of the stones appeared to be nearby.
3 stones, because all good things come in 3s. How subtle. But fine with me. Then we'll have this chapter behind us in no time. Shouldn't be a problem.
But fate sometimes plays its little games, so it was not surprising that another party was also looking for the stones.
Oi! Get a move on, lads! Get the drill ready! We need to find those stones before the Dark Elf wench shows up.
Her again? I thought we took care of her about 10 levels ago. But hey, kicking some of those damn dwarves in the butt every now and then is refreshing too.
It was doubtful how successful the dwarves' digging would be, but there was no question that the drill would cause havoc in the dungeon. It would very likely wake up unwelcome critters sleeping in the underground. But the walk-through studying evil's real target were the 3 stones of Finitude. These had to be captured before the dwarves managed to do so.
Okay, all right, I can work that all in. And by that, I mean I'll put the little snots and the creatures to work. Get a move on, you lazy bums!
The surrounding rock seemed to be extremely hard. The little snots would probably be unable to dig their way to the Stone of Finitude with ordinary work units. The researching evil would need to upgrade its little snots and their work units accordingly. Manivores have been discovered in your dungeon. Greystone was known for its extreme hardness. The reluctant to research evil's little snots would need better tools before they could dig it out. Manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Your little snots have discovered an artifact. The bonus-grabbing evil had stored an artifact in order to unleash its powers. Mayday!
Brat is starting to get on my nerves. Off you go, lads. Crush the wench and her vermin.
One of your creatures has bit the dust.
That infernal noise? And why are the walls shaking? Oh, right, that giant drill thingy. I knew there was something. Ugh, that's disgusting.
Oi! That thing packs quite a punch. Not bad. We should be able to find those stones right quickly with that. And maybe we'll find the heart of the mountain, some mithril, or something like that in the process.
The researching evil had used new technology to improve its little snot's work units. This allowed them to dig through to the Stone of Finitude. A new area has been unearthed. More critters dug through the underground and destroyed walls in the dungeon.
I huffed, and I puffed, and I... Oh, damn. Now I choked on my own spit.
Oi! That's what you get now. I will pull your ears. Oh, wait. Someone already did that. Ha ha!
Disturbed by the dwarves' constant drilling, a few of the underground...
Wait, lads! Just so you know, anyone as gets defeated gets no beer tonight! stupid thing shut down? It just got a little warm. All right, lads, turn on the damn water pumps to cool it down.
This prototype has its teething problems. Nothing unusual there. It would take a while before it was operational again. The press for Time Evil would probably know how to put this brake to good use. However, a drill of this size had to be cooled in order to function continuously. A couple of nearby pumps seemed to be looking after that. If something were to happen to one of these pumps, it would certainly put the drill out of action for a while.
Oi! That's why we have to make sure that nothing happens to the ice cube machines. Look after it, lads!
As if a few scruffy-bearded bums could stop me. Forward, creatures! Weapons at the ready! Knock down dwarves and put those cooling pumps on ice! Ha 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 ha!
have lost a creature forever.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Once again, the drill began its work, filling the dungeon with unpleasant vibrations.
I'm back again.
Payday! Disturbed by the dwarves' constant drilling, a few of the underground's critters had dug their way into the dungeon.
Ah! More wall-destroying critters are burrowing through the underground. Yuck.
Disturbed by the dwarves' constant drilling, a few of the underground's critters had dug their way into the dungeon. A gold vein is almost exhausted. The Finitude drill had to be shut down due to overheating. Manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein. Payday. One of the drill's cooling pumps had been destroyed. Now it would take much longer before the drill was ready for use again. The self-satisfied evil patted itself on its imaginary shoulder. Royal Herald sped through the countryside in a carriage. Stopping him would no doubt bring in quite a bit of evilness. Talia and the researching evil had found another entrance to the underground. Where this one might lead... Evil had found the first stone of Finitude.
Excellent. Are we done here then? That was it, right?
Boy, give me that back. It doesn't belong to you. And neither do the other two still lying around here.
To hell with that. Oh, wait, two more. Oops. I guess I didn't really pay attention to the narrator's lulling voice. But no problem. I'll grab them too, before that stupid dwarf has something to say about it.
to waste its general evil, let Talia die.
Ding dong! It's payday!
Pride of the Dwarven nation getting trounced by a good-for-nothing dark elf? You've got to be kidding me! Put your backs into it!
A portions for orphans shipment rolled through the countryside. Destroying it would certainly yield a fair amount of evilness. Little Snots bowled wildly through the area as the dwarven drill resumed its work. Disturbed by the dwarves' constant drilling, a few of the underground's critters had dug their way into the dungeon.
I knew it. That damn drill really did spook something. And now, whatever it is digging its way through the underground.
A construction crew set out to restore the shattered hero buildings. You've dug into a spider room. Disturbed by the dwarves' constant drilling, a few of the underground's critters had dug their way into the dungeon. Critters, spooked by the drill, burrowed through the underground. Disturbed by the dwarves' constant drilling, a few of the underground's critters had dug their way into the dungeon.
Payday!
The Finitude drill had to be shut down. The dungeon walls stopped shaking.
Your gold vein is nearly exhausted.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay. The negligent evil had once again let Talia die.
Death is not the end.
Oi, what's up with that great rug? Lads, did you really just let them destroy the behind your backs? One, stop that vermin! We only have one damn pump left. That goes down the drain too. Then it's line up and blow real hard.
You have unearthed a new area. The rock-collecting evil had found another stone of finitude, and now had two. Another stone should be found around here somewhere.
And that's number 2. Hey, Brynhild, are you even trying to get one of the stones too? Or are you just lying under the table drunk again?
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna wring your neck! The last stone is mine! Just like the other two you stole from me!
The hero's wedding express was passing close by. Destroying it would not only feel good, but also generate a tidy amount of evilness. Disturbed by the dwarves' constant drilling, a few of the underground's critters had dug their way into the dungeon. More critters dug through the underground and destroyed walls in the dungeon. Disturbed by the dwarves' constant drilling, a few of the underground's critters had dug their way into the dungeon.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Ahoy, lads! Watch this! Are you just going to let yourselves be slapped around there? Put some effort into it! More oomph! And up you go!
The Finitude drill had to be shut down due to overheating. Have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein. sound of a traveling gospel group resounded across the countryside. If the cruel evil had its way, this time there would be no encore.
Looks to me like your dwarves are dying off pretty quickly.
Oi! Leave off with the daft quips. Once I get my hands on you, you won't be so cheap no more. For sure, because I'm gonna wring your scrawny neck.
Showed him.
Your enemies are in the dungeon.
A construction crew was on its way to rebuild the destroyed hero's structure. A gold vein is almost exhausted. Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein.
Oh, the pride of the Dwarven nation getting trounced by a good-for-nothing dark elf? You gotta be kidding me! Put your backs into it!
again, the drill began its work, filling the dungeon with unpleasant vibrations. Disturbed by the dwarves' constant drilling, a few of the underground's critters had dug their way into the dungeon.
It's payday.
Critters, spooked by the drill, burrowed through the underground. Disturbed by the dwarves' constant drilling, a few of the underground's critters had dug their way into the dungeon. More critters dug through the underground and destroyed walls in the dungeon. Disturbed by the dwarves' constant drilling, a few of the underground's critters had dug their way into the dungeon.
Defend the dungeon line.
The Finitude drill overheated too much and shut down. Disturbed by the dwarves' constant drilling, a few of the underground's critters had dug their way into the dungeon. creatures are collecting their pay.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
The tax collector drove down the road in his cart. Could destroying him really generate evilness?
Wouldn't it be lovely to work with professionals just once? Off you go, lads, and send that dark elf bitch and her rebel back to... whatever, as long as you finally finish them off.
payday. Began to jingle from the vibrations as the Finitude drill went back to work. Disturbed by the dwarves' constant drilling, a few of the underground critters had dug their way into the dungeon. Evil had discovered a third stone of Finitude.
Ha! I finally found all of the hogwash. Stones of Finitude. So now I've got it. With all this searching, you kind of lose track of the big picture.
Oi! Those are my stones, lass! I need them to support tunnels. Give them to me.
Like how? They're all mine. Now, I'm going to get the others too, and you're going to look stupid as hell. Meanwhile, you just keep playing with your stupid nose picker or whatever that thing is supposed to be.
With these uplifting words, Talia made a hasty exit in search of the next stone of Finitude.